We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Matters of the Heart, part two here with my co-host, Barbara Sorey Love, and my special guest that's in the studio with me today that's going to be talking about a special event that's coming up for awareness, so you will be in the know. That will be Mrs. Marlo Scott Wilson, who is going to be speaking on that. So let me just share a couple of things with you now pertaining to me. My radio listening audience, if you're interested in being a guest on Matters of the Heart radio broadcast for the Saturdays that I'm here on 99 Jams, I want you to give me a call or you can email me if you're interested in a guest interview, and I'll give you more details about how you can be right here at 99 Point Jams. You don't have to be out there in radio land just listening. But if you'd like to, or even advertise your business, give me a call at 727-488-8818, or you can email me at Princess Denise. Remember to put a little period after the Denise, and then the last four numbers of the phone number, 8818 at Yahoo. So let me go over that again. Maybe you can just grab a pencil real quick out your purse and write it down. Princess Denise dot, or the little period sign, whichever one resonates with you. 8818 at Yahoo. Email me. And let me know if you would like to be sitting right here next to me on my right or my left in the radio studio to wanting to have a guest interview to talk about your business, to talk about your book, to talk about your new recording deal, to talk about your community project, your nonprofit, your church, whatever you're doing. We want to hear about it, because we're streaming worldwide, local,
Yes, we are.
and around the world. So we want everybody to know what you're doing, and you should too.
I know we're coming out of Atlanta.
You know that you're coming out of Atlanta?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Also, let me go over one other thing here. I have a upcoming event that's coming up. We saying, wait a minute now, this is September. And she's going to talk about something that's coming up in November. Yes, I am. And what it is that Matters of the Heart Ministry, a nonprofit organization, we will be hosting our 9th annual Thanksgiving turkey giveaway and health awareness event on Saturday, November the 12th, 2016, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Pinellas Technical College. That is located at 901 34th Street South, right across the street from Gibbs High School. And what we're asking is, our ministry goal and mission is to bless 300 or more families in the community. In order to do that, we need the following. We need partners and we need sponsors. To donate turkeys or grocery store gift cards, like from Walmart, Publix, or Winn-Dixie. We're limited to the grocery stores that we got these days. So, but everyone is welcome to attend, and you can get donate as many turkeys as you want to. If you want to donate 50 turkeys to us, please give us a call. You want to donate 100, even if you want to donate one, please give me a call at 727-488-8818. Also, we're also vendors and health professionals are welcome, because this is a health and awareness event, so the vendor booths will be $20. So give me a call again at 727-488-8818 if you'd like to be a partner with me, or you'd like to donate. Also, let me see what else I have on here. Also, registration. We will be giving you, keep listening to the broadcast. We eventually will give you the number to call to register, and that will not be, registration will start on November 1st. We take the registration 2 weeks before the event because we can have almost 100 people call in one day. So we're not going to be giving that. We're not taking registration at this time, but we are. I want anyone to call me that wants to donate towards the event, and we'll be glad to have it. So as I stated, we'll be announcing this every time we're on the air for you to call in, and if you want to give me a call and to support this event. We're excited because this is one thing that we have that God blesses through our nonprofit organization to reach out and help someone else less fortunate. And we love doing it and cannot wait until November 12th to bless some more of God's people. So with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and introduce our guests again and have Marlo tell us a little about what she's here in the studio today to share with you. Miss Marlo, welcome.
Thank you, Princess, for having me.
Yes, yes. Now, you're here to talk about alopecia, and would you tell us what is alopecia?
Yes, I am. Alopecia is the proper term for hair loss, and it means that someone has lost their hair due to illness or sickness, and the proper term for it is alopecia. So that's what it is. But before we go into me and my thing, I just wanted to know, could I just share a little bit about the Thanksgiving event that you made the announcement about? Because I was there. Oh, my goodness. It was such a blessing.
Oh, yes.
We had entertainment. We had the word, first of all. And we had people received turkeys, and there were gift cards, there were clothes, your church. It was so totally awesome, that event, to where I can't wait until November gets here so that I can participate in it again, Miss Sorey.
And not only do they give them turkeys, they feed them too after
Yes,
the program.
yes, they were feeding them. They were having a full course meal, and it was just so awesome. And there were the whole family. It was children there, the parents, the grandparents, and I think some of them wasn't even no kin to nobody. They just was there. They just was a part of the program, and you were sharing the love matters of the heart. Global Radio Broadcast Ministry definitely does its thing in November. So come on out and support Princess. And I just want to take a minute to encourage each and every radio listener to come out and be a part. Maybe you can't get there, but she gave information out so that you can donate, because she needs that also to make it go smoothly. Because there's a lot of people. Does it keep growing, Princess?
We had a great time last year. We had over 300 some people.
Right.
Yes, and so this year
Imagine
we're
that.
expecting 400, 500. I'm telling you.
You need the village. You need the whole village.
Really?
It take a village.
I know the first year I went, there were about, 150 people?
Yes, you, Barbara, you were at the
2 years
Thanksgiving
ago.
outreach number 7,
Yeah.
7th year. Marlo was at number 8.
Yes,
Now we're on
and
number
continuing on.
So we thank God for all the hundreds and thousands of people that we have blessed in the past 9 years.
Yes.
Because it'll be more this year that God has allowed us through the blessings of others who donate. Because Princess Denise is no way she could do what she do without the support of others.
Yes.
Because it's not about me. It's all about God
all
blessing
about
his
God.
people.
God, really.
God blessing his people.
And you know,
so,
there are going to be more people because we're airing it on 99 Jams.
Oh,
We're reaching more
Definitely,
people.
definitely.
Ooh, yes.
And are you promoting it through the St Pete Bulletin?
Oh,
Miss Sorey?
absolutely, aren't we?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh yes. Oh yes. We're gonna
Absolutely.
Start. We got so many media networks
It's a partnership.
Here.
That's right.
That's
We
right.
are getting
Because
the
I know
word out.
I'll be there. So our sister and brother's keeper will be on the scene because we serve the food, and then we get great joy with that.
Yeah, we have a good time. It's
We
just
do.
a exciting time. And Thanksgiving, the month of November, I love Thanksgiving. And then usually the day before Thanksgiving or the day of Thanksgiving or the day after is my birthday. So I just love that month.
Yes, yes.
So share something with us about alopecia.
I definitely will. Again, I'm Marlo Scott Wilson, and I'm so delighted to be here as a guest on Matters of the Heart Global Radio Broadcasting. And I am the CEO and founder of Alopecia Awareness Tampa Bay Association. This year, September, is our 4th year being established with this, and our mission is to provide information, education, and encouragement to adults and children suffering with temporary or premature forms of alopecia, which is again is hair loss. We also offer diverse recommendations in the Tampa Bay area while supporting alopecia research. Sorry about that. Let's tell you a little bit about us. We're a nonprofit organization which serves the Tampa Bay area. We seek to increase public awareness about alopecia and its many forms of its unfortunate disease. Some strands are autoimmune derived and peculiar AATBA.org wants to raise awareness about various forms of alopecia, including traction alopecia, which affects the African American community the most due to hair being tightly braided, ponytails, repeated long-term hairstyles,
Weaves.
bonding glue, residue, leaking through hair weaves, and things like that. So lastly, AATBA has a goal to provide wigs, which are custom designed in order to aid those suffering with alopecia in building their self-esteem. Our wigs are custom designed and they're called the cranioprostheses. So if some people have insurance and it's covered under your insurance, you first must go to a dermatologist to be diagnosed to have alopecia. So you can get a cranioprosthesis made that fits you perfectly. And we're bridging the gap between diagnosis and insurance coverage. And sometimes there's no insurance to aid in self-esteem and encourage this. And that's our heartfelt effort to express hope.
Marlo, let me stop you right there. You caught my attention there. Cranioprosthesis?
Yes.
What is that?
That is the proper term for a hair piece, like a wig or a little hair replacement. Okay. But that is the term that the insurance company goes by so that they
That's
can...
what they relate to.
Yes, so
Yeah.
that billing can take place. Because being a hair loss specialist, I can bill your insurance company if it's covered for your... hair replacement, your temporary hair replacement. So it's not a permanent thing. They take it on and off.
Now, is that a full head of hair or?
Yes, it can be a full head of hair. I also have a business called Kinky Caps, and the reason for the name is because when I first started doing this, I'm a hairstylist and sister lock consultant. There was some people with sister locks who was experiencing this type of hair loss right in the top cranial of their forehead, the frontal lobe, and they had the long locks in the back, but they don't want to cut their hair. So it was recommended for me to start working on a piece, and a friend of mine from Miami came, a lady in Virginia was making a piece. So I noticed that there were no pieces and stuff made for people with kinky textures of hair. So Kinky Caps makes locks, twists, and sister lock temporary hair replacement, which are wigs, for people of ethnic descent who have kinky textures, because there's children that suffer from alopecia, from leukemia and cancer and stuff like that, and they get a hair replacement made for them, and they were looking old. They were having these long straight hair pieces, and it didn't look anything like their original look, you know. So the Lord led me, and I felt the need to try to bring something to the table that was kinky hair, and they can have the ponytails or whatever, and it was kinky, and it wasn't just a straight look, just a regular piece. It was a special piece that was designed for people with kinky hair,
more natural.
You're more natural. Yeah, so September is National Hair Loss Month, and we have a couple of events scheduled that are not open to the public at this time, because the first couple of years I did public awareness, and we had a large, wonderful turnout. We did a luncheon and stuff, but then the stylists weren't really participating in that. Yeah. So I said, well, the only way for me to get their attention is I'd have to go where the stylists were at.
That's right.
And they were at the schools being trained to come out into the industry to become future hairstylists and future barbers. So this year our focus is on hair loss in men, and we'll be having our first event at the Pinellas Technical College, which is located at 901 34th Street South in St. Petersburg, Florida. And then we will be at AIB Barber College, which has now added cosmetology to their program on September 26th and 27th. And I'm so excited because year 4, I'm going out 3 times and speaking.
Oh, great.
So, we go from faith to faith and glory to glory. So,
Absolutely.
I'll be doing more and more speaking engagements throughout the year, and not just wait till September. But September is definitely National Hair Loss Month, and we use a blue ribbon during that time. Like with cancer, they have the pink ribbon. So when you see the blue ribbon, it's representing National Hair Loss Month.
Yes, absolutely. Anything else you want to add to that? Or is
No,
that pretty much
I
it?
just definitely want to encourage individuals. You can reach out to me at aatba.org, aatba.org, which means Alopecia Awareness Tampa Bay. And my name is Marlo Scott Wilson, and our number is 1-855-427-4849. Because if it's not you who needs a temporary hair replacement, you may know of someone.
Right.
And that is why our Sisters Keeper is involved, because it's a faith-based organization. Because people have different emotions when they have start losing their hair, and they have to still go to work or be at church or different things in the community with their hair loss, and there's a bit of embarrassment
Yes,
at
absolutely.
that time,
Yes.
and they don't want to share it with anyone.
Right.
It's definitely a secret, and it's definitely up under the wig. So,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, don't just put the
Yes.
wigs on. Let's treat your scalp. Give me a call. Let's come in for a consult and see,
Yes.
what we could do about it. If it's permanent, or at least send you to a dermatologist
Yes.
so that you can be diagnosed, because maybe there's a few things that you can do.
Absolutely.
You give people hope.
Yes.
Yes.
We give people hope, and that's so rewarding.
I lost my hair, but not my hope.
Hey, I lost my hair, but not my hope. That may be next year's theme.
Yes.
So right now I'm running a Blessed
I
Ball
love
and
that.
Beautiful campaign.
Yes.
And because you're blessed, you might be bald, but you're still
You're
beautiful.
Absolutely. Amen.
Yes.
I love that. You know what? There's a lot going on this month. We're talking about alopecia awareness.
Yes.
And also what's going on this month, which was brought to my attention a few days ago by my co-host, was this is also sickle cell.
Sickle cell.
Sickle
I seen
cell,
that. I just
right.
seen that
Yes,
too.
sickle cell awareness.
Right.
And we were trying to get one of the reps to come from the organization, but they're quite busy today. And next week, they're hosting their 20th anniversary. I think Miss Mira Murph is the director and founder of that foundation, Sickle Cell. And I talked to her, I think last night, and she said that next week they're having their event at the Magnuson Hotel. Now that address I don't have. I was talking to her. I didn't write it down. But next week they're having their annual event. And I think she said, when she was telling me that for 20 years they had it at another location, and they're changing it to the Mangason down there by the Skyway Bridge. And the tickets are $50. And that's what it usually is every year. So this is nothing new, but it's probably, for some of you just listening today, you're saying $50. But yes, you can just only imagine the children that they help through that foundation. The things that they have to do through that for when children are born with the disease, and the hospitalization and the sickness and the blood transfusions and things that they have to go on with that. So I'm going to have Barbara share just a little information on that. For some of you, if you've never heard of this particular disease that children are born with, sickle cell. So even though we don't have the representative here
Right.
today, we will have them on program here shortly when they're able to, their schedule will permit. So what is tell them a little about that, Mary.
Okay. Sickle cell anemia is one of the most common inherited blood anemias. The disease primarily affects Africans and African Americans. It is estimated that in the United States, some 90,000 to 100,000 Americans are afflicted with sickle cell anemia. Overall, current estimates are that 1 in 500 U.S. African American births is affected with sickle cell anemia. For more information on how you can get involved in St. Pete, contact Sickle Cell Disease Association, 1344 22nd Street South, Their mailing address is P.O. Box 14141, St. Pete, Florida 33712, or phone 727-896-2355. Their email address is stpetesicklecell@verizon.net. That's STPETESICKLE CELL at verizon.net, or toll free 800-421-8453. And as I was putting this information together for the program today, I came across an article that was printed in my Sisters Inspiring Sisters to Excel Regardless of Status newsletter that I printed over 2 years ago. And this contribution was given to us by Rosalind Reese McAllister. And as I'm reading this, I'm saying, because she used to be very present on Facebook, and I haven't heard anything from her lately. So after the show, I'm going to follow up to see how she's doing. But I'd like to read her testimony.
Okay.
And it's called A Survivor's Experience.
Okay.
Imagine being told all your life, you can't do that because you're going to get sick. Doctors swore I'd never live to see the age of 16 or have kids. And after awakening from a coma, having lost half of my hearing, I was told chances are I'd never hear again. Well, I was told all these things, but I've defied the odds. Here I am living at the ripe age of 38, married with 2 beautiful and healthy children, owning my own business and enjoying every bit of it. As a sickle cell carrier, I learned to brave the storms and triumph over the trials and tribulations that are characteristic of the disease. Because of sickle cell, I am a regularly housed patient at the local hospital. My friend level is extremely low, more like 1 to none, followed by my trust issues of those who claim to be friends but were just the opposite. Maintaining a steady job and education was about as broken as an arrow to the heart. Speaking of the heart, intimate relationships were strained. They were few and far from being intimate. As all carriers of sickle cell disease, sickle cell trait, and the like, we become warriors and survivors through the grace of God and strong faith. Over the past 3 years, I've looked death in the face twice and was spared by God's love. Because of his love, I learned to strengthen other warriors who tend to fall short of the promise in their hearts. At times, I feel as if giving up would be better than to go through the struggle, but then I quickly remind myself that I could never tell of God's glory from the depths of hell, so I will win the battle I was put here to fight for. Currently, I am a charity event planner who raises funds through fashion events. I also am involved in a new organization called Supermoms with Sickle Cell, a nonprofit group that caters to mothers with sickle cell disease or trait. It's clear and apparent that God is not through with me yet, and because he isn't, I will continue to help spread awareness and touch the souls that are in need of rejuvenation and strength. To learn more about what I do, contact me at www.atrueessenceparty.com. That's www.atruessenceparty.com. Now, this was written in September of 2014, and as a follow-up, I'm going to follow up to see where is Rosalind Reese McAllister today, because this was written 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yes. Yeah, that's one thing about the disease. I know that over 20 years ago, I knew a young girl that had the disease, and she died. She was just like, when I think about it, she was constantly always in the hospital needing a blood transfusion, and she had to sit out many semesters while she was trying to go to Florida A&M. And then finally, she just persevered and finished college. And then she moved to Atlanta. And as soon as she either moved and got a job, then she passed away. And I was so just admired her. So it was just determined. I think her name was Sonia, and she was just determined to finish college, and no matter what she had to go through. And so she died young, but then one of the another friend of mine, Linda Williams, who's gone on to be with the Lord, died 2 years ago in 14. They said she was one of the longest living sickle cell patients around here in the Tampa Bay. She lived to be 69.
Bless her heart.
69,
What a
Barbara.
blessing.
That's right. Yeah, 69, Linda Williams. And so we know that for those of you out there listening that have family members with the disease, and actually I was talking to Ms. Murph last night. One of the things I found out, she was telling me if she said, because she has two daughters that has sickle cell. And she said that, yes, if the mother carries the trait, the daddy carries the trait, yes, the disease most likely will be developed. The children will develop the disease. And so she just has more information about that whenever I can get her to come on, or her other director, Melvin, just to hear more about that, because they're going to go really in depth with that. So we can get them on before the end of the month. That will be great. So thank you for sharing that, Barbara. And like we say, they are having an event next week at the Manginson Hotel up by the Skyway. It don't have so many names: Holiday Inn, Sun Pre, something like that, and whatever. I don't have the address, but I'm sure the event starts about 7 o'clock. Tickets are $50, and they're having that event so they can help more families, because they do a lot through the year of helping those families when they need things. I know that for sure. So that's what that foundation does. And when you support that, it will be a blessing also. Now, before we close, I want to have touch bases with Marlo. You have any closing remarks?
Yes, I do. I also want to add, if, like I said earlier, if you or yourself or you may know someone is in need of a wig to be made with kinky hair textures, we have people that donate their sister locks and their locks. So we actually have real locks that we're using, and we add some artificial to it if needed. But to restore that look, to give them a smile, put a smile on their face, because the National Alopecia Areata Foundation characterizes it as a disease that hurts.
Yes.
So alopecia is definitely something that can help lift the self-esteem of someone and make them feel better. And as Ms. Sorey said, give hope to someone. So again, my number is 1-855-427-4849, and it's aatba.org, and you can find me there.
Yes, yes. Any closing remark, Barbara, before we close out?
Well, I'd like to again thank you for the opportunity, and I want to leave this Bible verse with you, and it was something that Mr. William Crawley mentioned last night.
Okay.
From Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed from lack of knowledge, and that's what we're here for. We are here to give knowledge. We're here to inform, to educate, as well as do a little entertaining. But we want to make people aware of what's going on in our community, so you'll be educated, better educated, and make informed, educated decisions.
Yes.
Exactly. And that's what it's about. It's all about, it's not about us. It's about him, and as we always start the program off, like we say, it is to give the honor and praise to God for us even being alive. You know, that's the only thing I'm going to close with, is saying that I was telling some of my friends today on the prayer line. I have a prayer line, Matters of the Heart, and we come on the line on Saturday mornings, 8:30 to 10:30, and I was actually saying to them that when people get up in the morning and they don't even have 7 minutes to give honor to the Lord. Just 7 minutes with the Savior. Thanking the Lord for this day. Thank you for waking me up. You get up, you're fixing coffee, looking at the news, getting consumed with that, throwing it like, I got to get to work. And you get to work, you're there an hour before time, and then you work all day, give them the best you got. Then you come home in more news and looking at what you got to do. And you have not even, out of a 24-hour day, you don't even have 7 minutes to thank the Lord for this day. That means that we are too busy and our life is out of control. Definitely. If we can't find 7 minutes to say thank you, Lord, for this day, even waking me up out of that deep, deep sleep that you were in, that you didn't even know where you were when you woke up, where you were.
Suspended.
Yes, right. Suspended.
La La Land and stuff.
That's right. And you woke up just like, oh, okay. My alarm woke up. It did go off. Yeah, no, God woke you up. Okay, so you can hear the alarm.
By
Okay,
His grace.
by His grace. So that I want to say is that you all take time to give time to the Lord. Whatever you're doing, don't think that you're so smart that you're doing it on your own, and you're so smart that nobody can tell you what to do. You thought of it yourself. No, you didn't. Without the Lord, where would you be? I don't know what you've been working with before, but think about it.
I'll break out in a song in a minute.
Yeah, hallelujah.
Where would I be without the Lord?
If it wasn't for the Lord
Where would I be?
on
My
my
side.
side.
Oh, yes.
Tell me,
Where would I be?
where would I be?
Exactly. Where would we be without Him? So just take time to include Him in some things you're doing. And don't just figure it out all yourself all the time. Make all the decisions. Take them to the Lord and leave them there, and you'll be glad that you did. You'll find out later on that you didn't make a mess of nothing if you listen to the Lord. But when you work it out all yourself all the time, oh, yeah, you create some big messes, and you got to go through until He brings you out. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in today for another broadcast of Matters of the Heart with your radio host, Princess Denise Wright, with my co-host, Barbara Sorey Love, and my special guest today, Miss Marlo Scott Wilson,
Thank you so
for coming
much.
in. And she brought another guest in today.
Yes, I did.
Which is Miss Janice Starlin Williams, who is Janice the director of the what is it called?
All Kidney Patient Support Group.
Yes. And we had her on a few weeks ago, about 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when. Okay, what was it?
'Cause
March or
that's- yeah,
April?
'cause
Probably
March
April.
is Kidney Awareness Month. Correct?
Is it? Okay. Okay. Time really passed by quick. Yes. Got a call? Okay. What's going on? Y'all have to send me a little note here.
WUJM, St. Petersburg.
You have been listening to the radio broadcast.